Hello, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for allowing me to speak to such a wonderful audience here. My name is Satoshi. I'm coming from Japan, and I would like to talk about Society 5.0. So some people like to talk about Japan as the leading country in social issues. And one of the prominent issues is the aging society. So if you take the percentage of population over 65 over the years for the different countries, you can see that Japan is way up there. And the other countries are about to catch up. Another issue is the concentration of population to urban areas. So Japan already has half of its population in 3 of its major cities, Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. And it's only growing. The third issue I'd like to mention, which we cannot ignore, is the energy consumption and CO2 emission. So some people like to say Japan is doing okay in this, but we have a long way to go considering our goals, either globally or the ones set by the Japanese government ourselves. Japan is facing another type of challenge, which is global competitiveness. So if you look at the market cap of the top 100 countries, top 100 companies in the world, comparing to 2009, Japan has grown less than 100%, whereas the countries such as United States and China has grown around 200. Also, considering the number of countries, number of companies in the top 100 market cap list, Japan has decreased the number from 6 to 1 during the 10 years. So that's the larger company size. Looking at the startup area, so the startup investment in Japan is 1/50th of the United States and 1/15th of that of China. And the gap is only growing. So there's a lot to catch up. So considering all these issues, Society 5.0 aims to simultaneously achieve economic development and social issue resolution at the same time. Now, although this may seem difficult, at the back of us, we have the AI, big data, and IoT technologies. And once we are able to solve many of these issues, we also aim to solve the various global issues as well, leading to achieve the SDGs. So you might ask, why 5.0? Well, according to the Japanese government, 1.0 is hunter-gathering society, 2.0 is agrarian, 3.0 industrial, and 4.0 information society, which more or less is where we are now. So next coming is 5.0. But we already do have a lot of data, a lot of processing power. So what is the difference between 4.0 and 5.0? There's a lot of different faces to this. I just want to give 3 of them here. Number 1 is information distribution versus insight distribution. So currently, we download a lot of the data. People like me or someone else does the analysis to get the insights. But in Society 5.0, we want to be able to download the insights or the capabilities into the machines. The second aspect is local optima versus global optimum. Although we have tons of data in this world, and tons, I mean petabytes, zettabytes of data, all the data are so fragmented that we cannot use all of them together in order to create a global optimum. Instead, what we're doing right now is creating optima very locally. The third point I want to mention is organization diversity. So currently, a lot of organizations are working hard to incorporate different diverse workforces from various areas versus ages, various genders, etc. But in Society 5.0, that should be the base, not the objective. And using all the perspective and different values and different capabilities of the diversity, the organizations should be aiming for creativity. So, okay, how do we get from 4.0 to 5.0? Well, there's a lot of aspects. I want to talk about a little bit about the technology. And especially from the broad field of technology, I'll talk about artificial intelligence and network, what's going on in these fields. So first of all, AI has come a long way especially in the past 10, 15, 20 years, either within Japan or outside of Japan, in terms of making machines understand the environment, understand human actions. But on top of that, recent progress has been made to, for example, have machines beat humans in poker. And if you have ever hit one of those casinos, you probably know that poker is more about bluffing and reading other people's minds rather than just a statistical inference game. Some other very recent research is going on in terms of having machines compete with humans in a virtual soccer or football game. And of course, these are highly team collaborative tasks. So with all these advancements, we are able to make machines do more complex tasks. But currently people like me are designing the neural networks or the machines in each and every task. So there's a bit of a task for us when we think about all the tasks that we want the machines to do. So the other advancement that's coming up is AI building the neural networks for us. So with all of that, we can implement AI in a lot of different situations, increasing its value creation with much more smaller human cost. Let's go into 5G, which is a fifth generation of mobile networks coming up after the 4G, which a lot of the countries are implementing right now. There's three keywords to explain 5G. One is high speed, two is low latency, three is massive simultaneous connectivity. So having all these advancements in the technology, we can have a lot of different applications, for example, high-res or 3D images in real time, or massive IoT, and apply that to different areas. For example, security, medical, transportation, or smart city, disaster relief, etc. Japan is implementing 5G currently, aiming for 2020 spring, right in time for the Tokyo Olympics. So with all these network technology, we can have Internet of everything. Anything can be connected to the cloud with this 5G technology at very low cost. So having said that, it is not that the technology is complete in any means, and we have lots of difficulties still in our way. One of them is energy hungriness. So especially data centers these days consume a lot of energy, and we can't just have them consuming energy this way in order to solve the social issues. Another is data connectivity. As I said, a lot of the data is very fragmented. Different companies have their own data. Different social organizations have their own data. We must combine them to reach global optimum. I don't think I have to go much deep into the highly security and ethics sensitiveness. We have seen a lot of disastrous news, and we have to do something about it really soon. Last thing I do want to mention is the connection sensitivity and mission criticalness. So as we implement all this technology into our very mission critical applications, such as driving, the connection between the connection between all the devices that in the cloud become much more critical. So there have been a lot of government initiatives to promote innovation to overcome all the challenges, either socially or technologically. I just mentioned two up here, J Startup and Startup Ecosystem Based City. So the concept is somewhat similar. One is obviously the deregulation. The second is promoting and increasing the number of startups within Japan. And the third is inviting foreign entrepreneurs or foreign startups into Japan, because we know that we can't do everything just by ourselves. There are also public sector initiatives, one of them being the Innovation Tech Consortium, organized by Visits Technologies, where I serve as a data scientist. And currently, there are about 60 leading companies there were 40 when we had the press release, but currently we've grown a lot. Consisting of companies such as Toyota and government organizations such as JICA and JETRO. So as a whole, we are trying to generate new seeds of new businesses, new ideas, and experiment how to generate ideas. At the back of this is our proprietary technology, Consensus Intelligence. And basically, it's a system to quantify qualitative concepts such as ideas and innovativeness. So this is very important because of all the great ideas and innovative ideas that are coming around, we need to know which ones are better, which ones we should be pursuing, and how to pursue them. So in some cases, we have seen a 60x decrease in cost, either in terms of time or effort, in generating new business ideas with this technology. And one particular project that we are doing is the one with Keidanren, Todai, and GPIF, in order to organize and select the actual concrete goals and methods to achieve those goals in order to get to SDGs. Another public sector initiative I do want to mention is with the Cost Science Inc. So basically, we are working with a real estate company who has a lot of real estate, a lot of either farmland or greenhouses, a lot of energy plants such as solar cells, and entertainment facilities. We want to connect those real-world assets, which are spread all over Japan, with the virtual world, where we can connect all of them in order to achieve residents' happiness and society's optimum resource usage. So with all of that, I'm pretty sure we can achieve Society 5.0 step by step, and to hope to expand that to the other global areas. But I think the key message of Society 5.0 is that growth and sustainability are not trade-offs. And the way we do make them not trade-offs is with technology and us humans. Thank you.